we jump into the subject called Industry 4.0. So in Industry 4.0, as you know, in 1784, Industry 1.0 came, which was specially mechanizing and steam power. We all know about the steam engine, which was there in India as well few years back. Now mostly it is now diesel or electrical. So this steam was first invented in 1784, which we talk about the Industry 1.0. France and Germany was key for this initiatives, and they used to lead post French Revolution in 1790. It happened in France and then as well as in Germany. Then came Industry 2.0, which was specially talking about electrical energy, where the electrical energy was converting into motion and other in automation in the entire industrial sphere. Then came Industry 3.0, which is around 1969, where automation, computers, and electronics tried to embed with each other and they tried to talk with each other. It started with Germany and then US and then Britain, and then it came down to the Asian countries as well. Currently, if you see, India is currently in this Industry 3.0, and we are slowly moving towards this Industry 4.0, which I'll come back later on, where which are the stakeholders who are working on this. So Industry 4.0 is nothing but cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, and networks. So this is what is the game changer for tomorrow, and then we all want to embark on the journey of Industry 4.0. There are several technologies which will be part of Industry 4.0. Example, mobile devices, Internet of Things, location detection technologies, which is nothing but, we call it geo tagging and geo fencing. Then advanced human machine interface, which is called HMI, authentication and fraud detection, 3D printing, smart sensors, big data analytics, and advanced algorithms, including AI and ML. Then we have multi-level customer interaction and customer profiling, augmented reality and wearables, virtual reality, and cloud computing. Industry 4.0 also has
Okay.
four areas of interventions. One is the connectivity of computing power, analytics and intelligence, human machine interface, and digital physical transformation. If you see, IoT falls under this area of connectivity and computing power, along with knowledge digitization. Then comes predictive analytics and machine learning and AI. Then comes wearables, augmented reality, and advanced human interface. And then comes advanced robotics and additive manufacturing. All these four together forms the modern digital technology, or a modern digital factory, or a smart factory, what we call about. IoT also comes in two areas. One is the industrial IoT, second is the consumer IoT. Industrial IoTs are like heavy machinery, interfaces, transportation, smart cities. These are the examples of industrial IoT. Then automation, factories, and healthcare also falls under industrial IoT. In the consumer space, we have wearables, phones, televisions, appliances, home monitoring, home automation. You can see a photograph of the shoe. So nowadays, people are also wearing shoes which are IoT enabled. You can see when your sole is going to be over and you need a replacement of your shoe. And this information will directly go to the Nike or Adidas factory, and they can ship you a new shoe altogether. Same applies for watches and mobiles and other stuff. Consumer IoT growth, if you look at the growth across the globe, so it is going to jump from $46 billion to $104 billion by 2023. So for 5 years, the growth is around double. This is consumer IoT. For industrial IoT, as I already shared, we have factory manufacturing, smart grid. Smart grid, as you know, is used in the electricity generation, smart power and utility, smart communication. Smart city is another initiative where IoT will be, required. Smart cars, robotics, and stuff like that. And these are the areas of usage where the proliferation of number of devices, if you look at today in 2020, we have 9.9 billion devices which are IoT enabled, but the non-IoT enabled devices are more than that, around 11.3. But look at the figures at 2025. 21.5 billion devices are expected to be connected through IoT. So whichever I have shown you earlier, the kind of devices, and only half of them, approximately half of them will be non-IoT devices. So the growth of non-IoT devices is negligible, almost nothing. But look at the growth of IoT devices. So this is a game changer, and there is opportunity for each one of us. If you look at the size of the market, and the factors can be impact on the global economy, services, infrastructure, and sensors and devices. The IIoT market by 2020 will be $110 billion, which is a phenomenal growth. And impact on global economy by 2030 is $14.2 trillion. If you look at Indian economy today is $2.8 trillion. So it is going to be, the IoT itself is going to be almost more than three times of what rather four times of the the Indian economy in size. And that by 2021, and by the CAGR is around 7.3%. CAGR nothing is nothing but compound annual growth rate. Then this is the scenario in India. So India, what we are expecting is 1.3 billion IoT devices are going to be there by 2020. The US dollar, the value by value, it will be around $9 billion. 120 IoT organizations, or we say startups, non-startups altogether, who will be working on this IoT space. It is expected. These figures are all from NASSCOM. As you know, NASSCOM is the National Association for Computers, computer, companies. So, and then investment will be around $60 million. Leading verticals for IoT will be utilities and manufacturing, as I already shared earlier. Utilities is the power space, and manufacturing is, it can be automotive, non-automotive, both. And investments planned by Government of India for 100 smart cities. So this is a government initiative which is going to be around $1 billion. So this is a scope in India. And this is what we are expecting. These are all Indian figures. Sorry, this is a worldwide figure. And each segment wise: vehicles, home, offices, factories, retail, investment, environments, work sites, human health and fitness, logistics and navigation, public health services, all these segments. What is the proliferation of the IoT devices, or maybe IoT as a value? 3.9 trillion to 11.1 trillion by 2025. Exciting figures. Look at Indian GDP growth. Currently, we are around, I told you, around $2.8 trillion. We're in 2020. And by 2023 we will be around 4.3. We'll cross Japan by 2025 or 6 or 7, approximately around that, as per expectation. It may be faster now post COVID. And then we will be at number 3. Currently we are at number 4. This is what we are expecting. And obviously digital transformation and IoT will play a huge role in this expansion. They will be helping us in growing faster.